dating in the modern environment is quite the topic, dude, right now. Especially too with social media and having a bit of a following. I have to imagine that makes things a bit more difficult at times.
Yeah, no, Instagram's a dating app.
Yeah,
you know,
no, it really
I remember when I was single, like, so I've been with Linda like 7 years now and then before that I was in a 6-year relationship. So I'm a very relationship guy, but I had like a 3-year period in between that where I was single and like, I was like, I think it was like 25, 26 or something. And, you know, had to go to had the blue tick on Instagram and, you know, I was just doing YouTube and stuff. So I had a lot of free time and you know, Instagram is pretty much just like a dating app, and they're actually better than like Bumble and Hinge and Tinder and all that. Like they're actually indirectly superior than the actual dating app Instagram is, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's gotten so like I'd say it's even harder to navigate now. Yeah. Obviously, I've been out of the game for like, you know, what, 6-7 years. But when I was doing it, you know, it was like all done via Instagram, and it was kind of like, it was fun. You know, I had some great times, met some cool girls, and then, you know, eventually just settled down with Linda. But I imagine nowadays when you got like Drake sliding into like these small town girls Instas and everything, you're just like, it's hard to compete for the average dude. Yeah, you got to like, the standard is so high, and there's actually a great like statistic. It's something like 10% of the guys at the top are getting like 90% of the women, you know, and then the 90% of the men are just like invisible to the women. It's crazy. Something like that, you know?
Yeah, no, I know.
The top men are getting all the women is pretty much it.
Goes back to getting jacked and tanned.
It really does. Jacked, tanned, get your money up, but even more importantly than just having numbers in your bank account is your lifestyle. Like there's no point if you can't go on holiday or travel, you can't fly a girl out anywhere because you're working this like corporate job that's like you get 20 days off in the entire calendar year. There's no point, you know, like you can't actually do anything with your youth and your money. So yeah, your lifestyle setup, I think Dan Bilzerian actually talks a lot about that. Just the way your whole day to day is set up is pretty integral for, you know, attracting a good woman.
No doubt. What do you think some of the key like green flags, red flags are when you're looking for a girl? Yeah. Now in hindsight, I'm sure it's
Linda passes them. Like, I went through them. So a good relationship with the father. Yeah. That's kind of the first one that comes to a lot of people's mind is it looks after their health and fitness. Like, not so just visually. It's something like, it's to do with your character. Like if you look after your health and fitness, you have self-respect. You have discipline. Like if you're just eating shit and going out partying and drinking constantly, you've no discipline, and you're probably going to have no discipline in your relationship. So your health and fitness is another one as well. And then you want a woman that cheers you on and that doesn't compete against you. That's a big one. Like at least see these couples and they're like, you know, the nagging wife. It's like a pretty typical stereotype. You don't want that at all. You want like girl that is your cheerleader, that when you wake up every day, she tells you you can do anything. And that's what I have as well. And that's more valuable than any like business coach or mentor or anything.
Dude, I think those are some great ones right there. But the one that I've been thinking about, curious about, is in the context of like, a lot of times, like if you're somebody who is have your own philosophy with things, and you start dating a girl, at times I feel like she will almost adopt that same philosophy. Definitely. So do you think like with the health and fitness stuff, like, is that something that they evolve into? You think that's like, you should pre-select for that?
Yeah, well, you know, you got to get a girl that's in good shape. It's very hard to change people. Yeah. It's very hard to like force people. Yeah, you know, someone can pick up the gym and someone could adopt some of your beliefs, but it's very hard to change someone at the core. Yeah. And I saw something recently, it was a quote or something, and it's like, instead of getting with the wrong person, trying to change them, it's you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches just getting with the right person.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
No doubt about it. That's
be a bit stricter on that. And that's another thing as well. Another big green flag is if you share the same beliefs. Yeah. You know, and this is probably a bit more serious in America, you know, because you guys are so political. You're so like in Ireland. No, there's no like, are you a Democrat? Are you Republican? Just it's not even a thing. Yeah. But apparently in America, they have dating apps for Republicans and dating apps for Democrats and everything.
Dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. What's funny